Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Rachel, and it has been a minute since I've uploaded a video, so I apologize. I've been super busy traveling back and forth to Canada and Little Falls and all these different places, so I've been super busy. In the meantime, as you can see in my background, I have purchased my own personal Mac desktop. I'm really excited because, to be honest, most of the reasons why I don't get videos up on time or I just don't film in general is because I was having to travel like 15 to 20 minutes to get to the library of where I went to college. So I have this alumni card that I swipe into the 24-hour lab, and they have Mac laptops or Mac desktops there, and I was using that to edit, and it's just a whole process, and editing alone can take hours for one video. So I was pretty much just being lazy and didn't want to travel, so thank you tax return, because that's how I bought this. I'm also going to be, I don't know if you can really see, but I've got like a black desk for this, and I'm trying to find a nice white one, so I think I spotted one at TJ Maxx I'd really like to purchase. It was reasonable. But anyways, today I'm going to be doing something a little different. It's not about makeup, it's not about ghosts, it's actually about my top 5 favorite books that I would suggest to you to read because it's summertime, you have a little bit more time to read and do things like that you would love. I just got back into reading, and I thought this would be a really fun video for me to do. All of these books are fiction, and I'm pretty sure most of them would be under teen fiction, which is kind of embarrassing, but I really love a good love story. Not gonna lie, with a little bit of action sprinkled in. So if you'd like to see my top 5 books or book series that I suggest you read this summer, then keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna be starting off with the series Hush Hush by Becca Fitzgerald. This is what the first book looks like. Hush Hush is a series about fallen angels, and if you know anything about the Bible, the fallen angels are mentioned very briefly, but in a very negative light, so I believe that they actually did exist. This book paints it in a little more of a positive light. It's obviously fiction. I loved this. It was a fallen angel falls in love with a human, but she ends up not being fully human, blah blah blah. It's just a really cute book. This has, I think, 4 books in total in the series, and I'm gonna list all of them down below. Under each original book, I'll list the following books. But Hush Hush is a really great series. The next series, it's very similar because it's talking about angels. This one is called Fallen, and the author is Lauren Kate. All of the books have this pretty woman on the front of it in different positions in her black dress. So the first one is Fallen. It's also a series of 4, and again, it's this love story, but in this one, the love story repeats. This girl gets reincarnated over and over and over and over again, and the same fallen angel has to go around the world and find her. It's interesting. I don't believe in reincarnation either, and I don't know, maybe some of my Christian friends are gonna judge me for liking these books, but I know that they're fiction, and that's why I like them. It's just a really great love story, and the way that they tie heaven and hell and everything into this in the final book is pretty mind-blowing. There are a lot of characters that play integral roles in this book. It's not just the main 2 characters. There's a lot of side stories and backstories, and I really, really like books like that because it keeps you guessing all the way to the end. So I love this series. This next series is going to fall under the category that Maze Runner and Hunger Games kind of fall into. It's this futuristic, restricted district type of series where love is actually looked at as a disease. And it's not called love, it's called delirium. So they call love delirium, and when you're like 18, you get assessed. They pick out a husband or a wife for you. They pick out how many kids you're gonna have, what job you're gonna have, and they put you under this surgery that makes you incapable of loving. Of course, there are electric fences, and the wild is believed to be uninhabited and uninhabitable. Of course, someone from the wild falls in love with a girl who hasn't had the surgery yet, and it's just this whole battle against the government and everything, and it's really good. So the series is called Delirium, and it's a series of 3. And again, I'm going to be listing all of these down below in the description box so that you don't miss out on any of them. This is by the author Lauren Oliver. The next series is the last series I'm going to talk about, and it's called Shadowlands. Again, it's kind of like a spin on this author's idea of the afterlife. It's not talking specifically about heaven or hell, and I don't know, it's really interesting. I don't believe that any of these are a possibility because I believe in the Bible. And it's by Kate Bryan. In this one, it starts out with a girl being stalked by a serial killer who turns out to be her teacher. And the series of events that follow are really, really, really captivating, very interesting, and it's a series of 3 books. And the ending of all of these are really satisfying. That's what I like. I don't like books that give me a disappointing ending. I want everything to turn out well in the end, but I love the action and the drama in between. So the Shadowlands is pretty much her experience of the afterlife, how she gets through learning all of this and learning that she's even dead. I mean, it's really, really interesting. The final book that I'm going to talk about is not a series, it's a single book. I picked it up randomly at a Walmart. It is called The Siren, and it's by Kiera Cass. Most of these other authors, I've seen other books or other series by them, but I've never seen another book by Kiera Cass, so I'm not sure if you know of any other books that she's written, let me know. But this one, it looks like this, and it's called The Siren. Most TV shows or movies or books about the myth of sirens, which if you don't know that term, it's mermaids, are painted in a very negative light. They're these evil creatures that sing. Anytime you hear a nautical story about a siren, it's always that they draw the men in with their voices, crash the ship, all the men drown themselves trying to get to the source of the voice. So this particular book brings you on the inside of the siren's view, how sirens become sirens. It personifies the ocean as a being almost, and it's super interesting. Obviously there's a forbidden love story in this as well. It paints the siren's life in a light that makes you somewhat sorry for them. I don't want to give too much else away, but this is a really good summer read, especially if you only have time for one book. The books that are series, I find if I'm interested, I can't put them down, and it takes over all of my time that I should be using to organize or clean or get other things done. So if you're looking for just a single interesting book you can sit down and read over a weekend away or something, this is a great book to pick up. Like I said, I picked it up at a Walmart. I don't think Walmarts are selling books that much anymore, but I'm sure you could probably find it online on Amazon. Even if you buy one used, they're typically way cheaper on Amazon than at Barnes & Noble, but they probably carry it there as well. Those are my top 5 books and book series that I have loved over the years. If you saw my bookshelf, it's just completely chock full of books and series. These are my all-time top favorite books to read and series to read. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions, I know this video was like a very random idea. I haven't filmed in a while, and it's summertime. That's when I like to read the most. It's when I feel like I have the most time to read. So I enjoyed making this video. If you like random videos like this, just let me know in the comment section below. Also, I will be coming out with more videos on makeup and using more high-end products, so I'm excited for that as well. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.